The story begins in a quiet neighborhood where everybody knows everybody. The kind of place where secrets rarely survive. The kind of place where people spend more time talking about their neighbors than their own lives. And in the middle of this neighborhood lives a woman named Rekha. Rekha is different. She refuses to live by society's rules. She speaks her mind. She dresses how she wants. And because of that, she has become the favorite topic of gossip. Many people judge her. Many people misunderstand her. But Rekha has never cared about pleasing others. At least not until one ordinary day turns into a complete nightmare. It begins with a shocking discovery. A dead body. Not in a dark alley. Not on an empty road. But inside her own house. Suddenly, everything changes. Panic takes over. Questions begin flooding her mind. Who is this man? How did he get here? And most importantly, what is she supposed to do now? Terrified and confused, Rekha reaches out to the last people she ever expected to depend on. Her daughters, Jaya and Sushma. The relationship between the three women has never been simple. Years of misunderstandings have created distance. Old wounds remain unhealed. And every conversation seems to end in an argument. Yet when they hear their mother's desperate call, they rush to help. The moment they arrive, they realize the situation is much worse than they imagined. A dead body is lying inside the house. The neighborhood is filled with curious people, and one mistake could expose everything. The three women quickly find themselves trapped in a situation they never asked for. They must work together. They must stay calm. And somehow, they must avoid attracting attention. But keeping a secret is nearly impossible in a neighborhood where everybody is watching. The more they try to solve the problem, the more complicated things become. Neighbors start asking questions. Rumors begin spreading. Unexpected visitors arrive. And every new development creates another problem. Soon, the situation spirals completely out of control. What began as a simple attempt to avoid trouble becomes a chaotic chain of misunderstandings. One lie leads to another. One mistake creates another. And before long, the women are struggling to keep their story straight. At the same time, deeper issues begin surfacing. Years of frustration, unspoken feelings, painful memories. The crisis forces the family to confront problems they have ignored for years. For Jaya, it becomes a chance to question the life she has been living. For Sushma, it becomes a chance to prove she is more capable than anyone believes. And for Rekha, it becomes a moment of truth. A moment where she must decide who she really is beneath the label society has placed upon her. As the mystery surrounding the dead body grows, so does the tension. The women begin uncovering information they never expected. Every answer creates new questions. Every discovery changes their understanding of what happened. And slowly, the truth begins revealing itself. But the greatest challenge isn't the body. It isn't the neighbors. And it isn't the police. The greatest challenge is trust. Can three Three women who have spent years growing apart finally come together. Can they stop blaming each other long enough to face reality? Can they become a family again? As the story moves toward its conclusion, the answers finally begin to emerge. The mystery unravels. Hidden truths come to light. And the women are forced to face the consequences of every decision they have made. Yet beneath the comedy, beneath the chaos, and beneath the suspense, there's something much deeper. A story about family. A story about second chances. A story about finding strength in the people we often take for granted. By the end of the journey, the dead body is no longer the most important part of the story. The real story is about three women learning to understand each other, learning to forgive, and learning that sometimes the people who drive us crazy are the same people who stand beside us when life falls apart. Because in the end, the mystery may be solved. The secrets may be revealed. But the bond between a mother and her daughters becomes the most powerful discovery of all. And that is what makes this story unforgettable.